All right, here I am again in the Black Hills of the South Dakota. I just got done bicycling the Mickelson Trail, which took me 4 days. I'm now at Horse Thief Lake. I'm gonna do an overnight backpacking trip, and what I think I'm gonna do is take Horse Thief Lake Trail to Grizzly Bear Trail, might head up to Harney Peak depending on what time of day it is, and then hike back down to Sylvan Lake in Custer State Park. And then tomorrow I'll figure out what trail I want to do to come back, or whether I'll just follow the same trail back to the truck. So here we go. Starting at the trailhead at Horse Thief Lake, we are at an elevation of 4,973 feet. You have to register when you're going down this trail, so I better fill that out. I hiked a portion of this trail last year with my wife, and this big deep rut that I've been following for a while was not here last year. I read something that said that due to all the rains they've had this summer, that there would be deep ruts like this. So this is water washout coming down the trail and basically cutting a gouge into the trail. So I just pulled out my monocular, and if you look right up at the top of that mountain, that's Harney Peak, and that's my goal for the day, is to get up there and then hike down from there to Sylvan Lake. I think we got some miles ahead of me. Just made it all the way up Grizzly Trail. Man, that was a haul. Let's take a look at the GPS. We started down at the truck, if I remember right, about 4,900 feet. And right here, we're not getting a reading. Oh, here we go. 6,700 feet. And I still have like 500 feet to climb up to Harney. So I'm gonna get up there, then I'm gonna sit in the shade and take a break and eat some lunch. Made it up to the top of Harney Peak again, 7,250 feet. Check out this view. Is that pretty cool or what? These, I believe, are what they call the cathedral spires. So check this out. Hiking to Sylvan Trail, I kind of found this cavern that looks like they were mining for some reason. It even still has some of the holes that I assume is where they were going to put explosives. Oh, it's nice and cool in here. So I made it to the Sylvan Lake campground. Should have called in and reserved a camping spot. I thought this time of year that there wouldn't be hardly anybody here, but the place is darn near packed. But I did call the 1-800 number. They don't have a campground host or somebody to check in with here. You have to book through Game & Parks' website, or there's a 1-800 number for you to call. So I called them. They told me there was a tenting spot open. I booked it. The great thing is that there's showers here. So I was able to get a shower, got my campsite all set up. Here's the new Z-Pax Plexamid tent. This is its maiden voyage on this trip. It's pretty light. They rated a 1.5 person tent, which means that you can get in there and you should be able to put your backpack in there with you. So I'm having a Mountain House spaghetti dinner. I actually take the Mountain Houses and divide them, because they usually come in 2 servings. I can't eat 2 servings. So I weigh them out and divide them up and food saver them into single servings. And so that's what I'm having tonight. As soon as I'm done eating, I think I'm gonna crawl into bed, read a book, go to sleep, and get up early tomorrow morning and hit the trail. This morning I'm gonna hike around to the north side of Sylvan Lake. I think you take trail number 9 out of Sylvan Lake, which will then hook up with Lost Cabin Trail. And that's the one that I'll take pretty much back to my car. There she is, folks, Sylvan Lake. Probably one of the prettiest lakes you'll see in the Black Hills. So if you're ever in Custer State Park, stop here and check it out. Little backpacking tip for you. If you're a chafer like me, this stuff is called Body Glide. Whether you run, bicycle, or hike, this stuff is da bomb. A must-have in my book. Look at that view. So I think the end of this trail, Willow, is way out there where that opening is, where you can see the green. That is the Mount Rushmore KOA campground, and I'm pretty sure that's where we're headed. Nice place for a little break. Look. Someone even left me a little chair to sit down on. Awful nice of them. Okay, that's the end of this trail. Now it's time to do a little road walking back to the vehicle. Well, my hike for today is pretty much done. I'm back at Horse Thief Lake. Hiked just shy of 11 miles. Horse Thief Lake is a really neat place. They've got a nice campground. The trout fishing here is really good. And what's really nice about it is from here you can get to Keystone, Hill City, and Custer. Very, very easy. So real nice place to be. Here I am on the east end of the Willow Creek Trail that I couldn't find back in June. I'm gonna hike it west to find out if I just missed the trail or whether it wasn't there. First sign to me that they've been working on this trail this summer. That was not cut that long ago. Look at this. Yeah, you can't tell me that in June that this trail wasn't covered in trees. Back down the trail, I just found tree after tree after tree that was cut. Thank you to whoever came in and cleaned this trail up. Absolutely beautiful. It would have been a great way to end my hike in June. And even yesterday? Yeah, yesterday it would have been a beautiful hike out and back to the car. So to give you an idea of what the trail looked like in June, what you're looking at in front of me right here is the trail. But the leave no trace principles have not been followed, it looks like, and they have created a trail around the old trail. Well, I made it to the Harney Peak Trail. Interesting fact, they actually list this as the Harney Peak Trail, which on the other side, they were now listing it as the Black Elk Peak Trail. The name of Harney Peak has changed, even though I still refer to it as Harney Peak. Well, I can't prove anything because the trail is wide open now. but there is no doubt in my mind that this was closed up and you couldn't see it in June, because look at all the trees around here. And now they're all cut and clear. And there is absolutely no way that I missed this sign that you can tell is brand new. This post and this sign was not here in June. Okay, I'm like a squirrel trying to cross the road making decisions. So now I have one of two theories. You can see where I am at, where I have the blue triangle now, is where the trail should be. And then follow to the west. Well, I'm right back where I filmed earlier, where there's all the trees. So, one of two things have happened. I think they've created the new trail around this section where they're, around this section right here, where it shows I haven't walked. They created a trail from here up here and created a trailhead. I really think that has happened. So I just finished hiking down the Willow Trail and back, and I found out a couple of things. Okay, to give you an idea of what I did today, is I'm parked at the Big Pine Trailhead. I walked the Centennial Trail down to trail number 5, which is the Willow Creek Rushmore Trail, and I hiked it over here to trail number 9, which is the Harney Peak Trail, or they're now calling it the Black Elk Peak Trail, I believe. And just like this is what it looks like on my GPS map when I pull it up. But the trail actually comes out right about, the trailhead starts right about here. So I don't know if the GPS is wrong, or if there were enough trees down in this area that they created a new trail that links right here. Who knows? Doesn't matter now. The trail's open and it's a beautiful hike.